The first thing we want to work on, or we want to introduce, is ball handling. Ball handling can be done stationary or moving. We will do both. One of the things that we want to remember when it comes to ball handling is that we want to dribble with purpose and with power. This will enable us to be able to react quicker when it comes to seeing things on the court that might be available. Also, dribbling with power means that if anyone is pressuring you, you will have the ball longer in your hands or more often in your hands to be able to deal with that pressure, especially against a quicker defender. If you dribble lightly, they're able to time it and possibly deflect it away from you. So we're going to start off with just a couple of power dribbles with both hands, with switching to your other hand in front of you. And we'll do that for about 10 seconds. So example, 2 hard dribbles right, crossover in front of you to your left, 2 hard dribbles left, back and forth. Ready? Go. Stop. Stop. Okay, so a few things that we want to focus on is making sure that we have our head up. Trust yourself to be able to control the ball and have the ball do as you want. This takes time, but it will eventually happen. The other thing you also want to remember is that we want to be able to have the weight of our body up on the ball of our feet as much as possible. This will enable us to be able to react if we want to drive, attack, pass, shoot, whatnot. So we're going to do this one more time for 10 seconds, but this time we're going to have a little bit of weight on your weight on the front of your feet, the balls of your feet, and we're also going to be looking at quick, powerful dribbles. Ready? I also don't mind a little bit of swaying back and forth. Rhythmic basketball at a high level looks like you have a rhythm to yourself. So try to have a little bit of rhythm on the sway, on the crossover. Ready? Go. Stop. All right, so we're going to do the same thing now, but this time, instead of transferring the ball over in front of us, we're going to transfer the ball behind us. Ready? Go. Stop. So I'm really glad they were struggling with this for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's been a while since they've been able to do some basketball. Number two, that's how the brain learns. The brain can adapt to the extremes and the levels that you want it to get to if you challenge the levels that where you're at. So it's not about being comfortable. It's about saying, I want to be able to do more. So we'll do that one more time, behind the back. Go. Let's try to dribble harder. Stop. Good. So now what we want to do is we want to do a little bit of variety. So we'll do 2 dribbles, crossover in front, 2 dribbles behind the back. Ready? Go. Stop. Stop. So now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to cross over the opposite direction and behind the back the other direction. Ready? Go. Stop. Good. Now what we're going to do is same thing, but you're going to switch which directions on the crossover and which direction on the behind the back all the time. So I want to see a little bit of everything matched up. Ready?
Just off those two dribbles?
Just those two dribbles. Yes. Go. Stop. Excellent. So now right foot forward. Big long stride. 2 dribbles between the legs. Left hand, 2 dribbles between the legs. Keep your feet the way they are. Ready? Go. Stop. Other foot. Go. Stop. Now you're going to do all 3. The crossover, the behind the back, and the foot. We're not doing scissors yet, so it'll be right foot stationary or left foot stationary. So you're going to have 4 options. Crossover in front, either direction. Behind the back in either direction. And between the leg, either direction. Ready? Go. Stop. Now we're going to do scissors. We're going to do scissors now. So in this spot, but transferring feet every dribble. Ready? Go. Stop. Now we're going to do all that. The stationary feet between the legs, the scissors between the legs, the crossovers, and the behind the backs. So what you're going to notice at first is you're going to struggle with these dribbles, getting the coordination, getting the comfortable, getting the repetitions. But sooner rather than later, you're going to be able to do this just kind of like a boxer does with a speed bag. Eventually, you're going to get a rhythm going, you're going to get a trust with your ball handling going, and you're going to be having power with this. This is going to go a long way for you to be able to attack defender and be confident with what you want to do on the court. All right, so we're going to do all of those things. How you want to do them, in what order, that's up to you. Ready? Go. Stop. Excellent. So now a more advanced way of doing these drills is you're going to do exactly what you just did, but you're going to do it with rapid feet. So your feet firing as quick as possible. The reason why this is important is when you're doing your ball handling in a game one-on-one and you see that your defender is out of position or they're overplaying a position and you want to attack the opposite position, not only is it important for you to be able to dribble hard, dribble with your head up to be able to see that situation, but then you want to be able to explode off that situation. And part of that explosion means that your feet are engaged and ready to go. So exactly what we just did, but rapid feet. Ready? Go. Stop. Excellent. The final thing that we want to work on here with this ball handling is understanding basketball conditioning. Very rare will you have to be able to explode for longer than, let's say, 4 to 5 seconds. Most of the time it's explosion, recovery, maybe some shuffles, maybe you'll have a second or two to stop because the defender collapsed too far or too quickly. So it's just a variety of speeds. And then you also have, a timeout, a foul shot, ball goes out of bounds. So you will have little moments for you to rest. So it's very important that you understand that basketball conditioning is quite different than other sports conditioning. And that's the way it should be, because other sports demand different ways of moving and different levels of moving and different timing of moving. So this is normal. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a minute, and you're going to be going hard for 4 to 5 seconds and then take a break. How long the break is, that's the problem. For most people, because this is such a challenging drill, their breaks will be at first maybe 3-4 seconds, then it'll turn to 7-8-10 seconds, and then it'll turn to 15-20 seconds. That's how the mind works when it's being challenged. It wants to look for ways out. Your only recourse, or your only way to be able to develop and to be able to take advantage of these dribbles is that eventually you want to be able to have less time recovering, so you can push the pace and control the pace of the game, especially as a point guard. Okay, so we're going to be doing a minute of this. Ready? Everything, rapid feet, 3 to 4 5 seconds explosion, rest, 3 to 4 5 seconds explosion, rest, and for a minute. Go. Don't forget your rest. Ten more seconds. Finish it off hard. Finish it off hard. Stop.